Die Tangobru cke in Einbeck, direkt am historischen Marktplatz gelegen, ist immer wieder Anziehungspunkt für renommierte Künstler aus dem In- und Ausland. Vor kurzem gastierte dort der englische Singer-Songwriter Allan. Wir hatten Gelegenheit, ihn nach dem Auftritt zu sprechen.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah.
Okay. It's standing in that position.
It's a hard thing to be on the road. Is this almost every day, or?
No, it's these days I try to take. For example, I arrived on. When did I arrive? First gig was Dortmund on Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday were free. Wednesday, Heiligenhaus. Thursday here. Tomorrow, up near Bremen, and then I have a day off. Then something on Sunday. Then I have a day off.
Okay.
And then I have 6 days with 6 concerts. But then I go home.
Okay.
So it's not tough now. The old days it was bad. 6-week tours, 8-week tours. They were hard.
It's a hard thing if you have family and something.
Yeah, it's always hard on the family.
Yeah. But you actually live in England.
I do, yeah.
Okay. I heard you said before you are on the road for 51 years. Is that true?
Yeah.
So it must have started with 6 or 7 years.
That's very kind of you. No, I'm actually 70. I'm 72.
Okay, like Mick Jagger or whatever.
Yeah, and so I went on the road. I was a working class boy. I don't know what it's like in Germany, but working class boys in England, we had to take an apprenticeship, which means you had to be a bricklayer or electrician or a gas man or whatever. I was in electronics and telecommunications. So we had to do 3 years as an apprentice. And so I did that in telecommunications. But when I was 21, I finished that. And that's when I said, right, I'm going on the road.
So you really decided to say, I'm going to be a singer-songwriter,
Yeah.
and I'll
Well, I started
go
playing
around
the
the
guitar
world.
when I was 12. I got my first guitar when I was 14. And I knew I wanted to do that, but it wasn't the kind of thing working class people did. You know, working class people didn't become artists.
like Sting.
Yeah, exactly. But then the 60s happened, and it was a revolution. It was a social revolution, and working class people could be painters, photographers, musicians, whatever. And
So you were in the center of that development.
I was, yeah. So that the world opened up for us.
And did you start writing own songs from the very beginning, or
No.
did it develop?
No, when I started, I was very musical. Well, I guess I still am. But I was musical before I was literary.
Okay.
So I could write a tune when I was 10, and I thought everyone could do it. It was so normal for me to write music, compose, make up tunes. So what I started doing at school was, when I was 12, I would write tunes for poems we had to learn, like Shakespeare or whatever.
Okay,
I would write a tune for
Bob Dylan
it.
did.
Yeah, and then I would sing it during the day, and that was a way of learning the poem.
Learning, yeah, okay.
I thought that was perfectly normal, but it wasn't.
Did you ever think to be so long on the road and doing so many tours and albums?
There was only one time when I thought, maybe this is getting a little too tough. That was in the 80s, and that's when I decided to. I guess I was middle 30s, and I decided to go to university. So that's when I did a Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy, a Master of Arts in Philosophy, and a doctorate. So I'm a Doctor of Philosophy.
Okay.
And musicology. And I did that, so that was... But I was also making records, and I was writing for the BBC at the time. So I was very busy. And then when I got my doctorate, I thought, I don't want to be in a university. I want to be on the road again.
Back on the road. Last question. You have a connection to Stockfish Records, Günther. Günther Pauler is. You said that before. How important was that for your career?
It was good for my... Oh, thank you. That's right.
Oh, that's a nice thing. What's that?
Cake. Well, it was good for my reputation in Germany. First Germany, but then Stockfish is perhaps one of the best in the top 5 companies in the world for hi-fi, high-end quality. And so that was good to work with such high quality, because I've worked in Nashville, Los Angeles, London, Paris, Vienna, whatever. Great studios, but the best studio I've ever worked in is in Nordheim.
I'm going to say this to the people who watch this movie. Remember what he said, the best studio is in Nordheim, right around the corner in Leinebergland.
In the 8 countries I've recorded in, Nordheim is the best.
Pretty cool. So, very nice to have you here. And by the way, how did you come to Einbeck? It's so small, but you've been here for the 9th time, is that?
Is it 9?
Yeah.
Well, see, I'm at the stage in my life where I only do what I want to do. I don't care if it's big or small. If I like the place, I don't even care about how much money I make. If I like the place, I'll do it. If I don't, and don't care how much money they offer, I'm not going to do it. So I'm in a very good position. I like this place. I like Martin. I think it's a beautiful little town. And wow, what's wrong with that?
And we get cake for free. So what?
We get cake for free.
Yeah, money for nothing and cake for free. Okay.
I seem to remember there was some chicks involved in that, but that's too
I don't think so.
For that
okay, yeah, all right. Thank you.
Okay.
So.